Hello princesses! Today I'm going to be talking about the Innisfree Cross Fila Twinkle jellies. I picked these up because I was so curious about being a jelly glitter, even though I am thoroughly sick of glitter eyeshadows at the moment because I just have so many of them. I'm not actually wearing these today, I'm wearing one of the Holika Holika ones because I do need to test these Holika Holika ones out, and because these ones are not really the most work appropriate, for me at least. I am wearing one of the Fila lipsticks and the Fila blush, which you cannot really see today. But yes, no, I'm not wearing the glitter jelly eyeshadows because they're just a little bit too intense. So I couldn't find a product description for these at all. So I don't know if it's because there just wasn't a good product description to start with, or because they're pretty much sold out at the moment. You can get them on, I think it was Testa Korea at the moment, but it's only number 2 Candyland glitter that you can get, and I don't think that I've seen the mermaid glitter, which is this one there. I don't think I've seen that one for sale anymore on any of the websites. Yeah, even on Beauty Box Korea, the mermaid one is sold out and they only have the Candyland one. And neither site has a product description for them, so I guess I'll just guess. So the packaging of these products is quite cute. It has like the Fila logo on top. I know almost nothing about Fila, so yeah, sure, it looks cute, and it's in a jar. It does come with a plastic lid, which I have kept in the product to stop it from seeping into the lid and around the sides of it, because it is a jelly, and if I lie them on their sides, the jelly is obviously going to move. There are 2 colours in the collection. The first one is Mermaid Glitter, which is a clear jelly that has these big chunky flakes of glitter in them. Now the flakes are clear when you look at them one way, or kind of yellow, and then when you turn them to face the light, they're looking this beautiful mermaid blue. The other colour is Candyland Glitter, which has a rose jelly that still kind of looks translucent and has much smaller holographic flakes, and then it still has that big blue mermaid shimmer in it as well. So the first colour is a really interesting one. It is a clear jelly and it has big chunks of sparkles which go between sort of like a clear yellow colour and blue. So as you can see around the corner of my eye, I do have some sparkles because I was wearing them earlier today, but I did want to do the swatches for you, so that's kind of a good glimpse at them. It's really weird though, I can't really seem to get the colour of these on camera very accurately, which is super annoying because they are really pretty. Oh, there we go. So if you can see in like the shadow of my hand, they're very blue, but as soon as you get them out, so see how they look clear now? Oh my gosh, it is the most insanely annoying thing ever. And when you wear them with pretty much nothing underneath, a lot of the time it just looks like nothing until you kind of see the blue, which is super pretty. So this is number 1 from the Twinkle Glitters. Number 2 is a rose coloured jelly with holographic glitter as well as those same blue chunky glitters too. This one is a lot easier to see because it has a lot more of those little glitters, so you can see those immediately, but it also has those weird slightly see-through blue glitters as well, so it's quite a complex one, and I think I probably prefer this over number 1 for the simple reason that you can actually see it all the time, not with having to, you know, like shade my face and everything. I'm just putting a little bit extra on. This one does feel a little bit chunky and abrasive when you put it on and take it off as well, I would add, but it doesn't feel like it's getting into my eyes at all. And annoyingly, a lot of the glitter does stay on your finger, which is so sad. So that is number 2 there. It looks pretty like boring and bland on camera, and it does look really beautiful in real life. So you can see a little bit more of those blue glitters, but yeah. So this is what it looks like if I shine some extra light. So you can see the sparkles a little bit more there. But again, on this side, oh, the blue kind of comes out a little bit. I promise you there is so much more on my eyelid, and you can see right now that's so annoying. But yes, so these are the 2 shimmers side by side. So this is what they look like over the top of a different coloured shadow. This is one of the 2 Silver School Art Nuages, which is underneath, which is super pretty. I do find that this is an easier way to use the jelly shadows because obviously there is something underneath that gives it a little bit more of a colour when you're not actually seeing the shimmers in the shiny sort of state that they're in. They do look really pretty though. Overall, I really enjoy the Candyland glitter, but I don't really enjoy the mermaid glitter because I find it so hard to work with. I find that the mermaid glitter, because it's clear half the time, I don't know where the flakes are going and I end up with bold patches. I also find that if I wear these with other shadows, the glitter turns the same color as the shadow because it's obviously like a clear color, which is fine, but it kind of looks textured. Like you don't see the glitter, you just see a texture on your eyes, which I don't think is the most beautiful thing in the world. And they do start to wear off where my eyelids would move, so I get a big bald patch where my eyelids would fold in. So the mermaid glitter doesn't really work that well for me as an eyeshadow, and I know that these were shown on the bottom tear ducts, but I didn't like the look of that either. I thought that that just made me look, I don't know, a bit OTT for me personally. I do think that this would be really good if you go to like, I don't know, like raves or concerts, or like if you're going to Coachella or something next year, because it does have that really big beautiful glitter and it's a really pretty colour. It's just, for me, not something that I get use out of every day or at all really. I think it probably would be cute as like a hair glitter maybe, because it is a jelly, but I mean this is such a tiny little tub. I don't think you'll get very much, like you get maybe one use if you did like a glitter route with this one, and because there's no product description, I have no idea what they're actually supposed to be used for or are being marketed as. On the other side, the Candyland glitter I do like a lot more because it has those smaller holographic tiny glitters. I can see where I'm placing everything, so there isn't that issue, and it's a lot more everyday wearable. On the fence. I mean, I wouldn't wear this chunky of a glitter to work generally. I have when I was testing these out, and I did get some interesting like, oh, you're very glittery today comments. So it's not the best thing for my profession really, but I do think that this one is cute and it's something that I would wear like on a night out, for instance. I didn't find this one as bad in terms of longevity with the eyelid creasing as mermaid glitter was. It was a lot easier to work with as well because I could actually see the holographic glitters in it. So I do really like the Candyland glitter, but the mermaid glitter just, yeah, it's not my cup of tea, although it's obviously much more popular because it's the one that's sold out and Candyland's not. So just because it's not my cup of tea doesn't mean it's a bad product, and that's not what I'm saying. You might love that and that might be your jam, and that's totally okay. So overall, I'd recommend these for someone who might be like going out on the town or like going to a party or something. For me, they're not what I consider to be an everyday staple or an everyday look. But then again, my day is very boring and I work with very conservative people, so that is what colours my opinion in that aspect. However, they are very fun products. I think the packaging is really cute. They are functional for the most part, with some limitations, but otherwise I think they are great products. So that is it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.